Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to a special edition of the Sports Box, where the only opinion that matters is right here. I am Mike, aka Hammonton Mike, with a special little program today I call the Greg Hardy crap. Okay, I just had to bring this up. I got to talk about this because it's really eating me up. I just saw a story on ESPN Sports Center. One of the commentaries, I don't even know her name, but she started to go off about Greg Hardy. Now, I'm going to preface this all by saying what Greg Hardy did was disgusting, despicable, and obviously the Sports Box and anybody here does not condone that at all. Disgusting, okay? But from what happened, he was convicted. Whatever happened with the conviction is up to the courts, okay? Again, do I condone it? No, I think something went wrong there, but what any sense? The league reprimanded him. They gave him a 10-game suspension, okay? For whatever reason, it was reduced to 4. And now, after that time served, he's back in the league, okay? There's nothing more that can be done, all right? There's guys in this league that it's happened to before, a.k.a. Ray Rice. Other guys that have been suspended and stuff. Again, is it a horrible, despicable act? Yes, it is. Should Greg Hardy be banned from the NFL again? That seems to be a lot of people's opinion. Should he? I don't know if it's going to make a difference. You look at the Michael Vick case. For what he did and how he was caught, personally, my own opinion, if he wasn't caught, I think he would still be doing it. But in any sense, he was given a certain amount of time by the courts, a certain amount of time by the league, started to play again. I don't hear anybody pitching about Adrian Peterson, who beat his son with a whip or whatever the case may be, about playing anymore. Ray Rice, do you have to see the pictures to know he beat up his wife? Do you have to see the dead body pictures to know that somebody was murdered? I don't. It's ridiculous. Why these pictures were brought out again, I don't know. It just keeps bringing it up and bringing it up and bringing it up. Okay? Is domestic violence horrible? Absolutely. Without a doubt it is. I don't condone it at all. I'm not praising Greg Hardy for being the person that he is and what he did. But I am saying the league gave him a 10-game suspension, gave him a 4-game suspension. If Jerry Jones at that point wants to bring him on his team, bring him in as a player, okay, and let him play for his team, that's up to Jerry Jones. That's not up to me or you. That's not up to this, not to that. It's a matter of if Jerry Jones wants to do it. And he's the one who should be catching the flack right now. Greg Hardy is trying to turn his life around, which he says he is. Great for him. I'm proud of him, and that's a great thing to do. But he should not be getting crap this entire year over and over and over and over again for something that he did and was obviously reprimanded for by the league and by the court system. That's all I'm saying, okay? You have a guy like Ray Rice, went through the whole process with pictures, everybody, oh, yeah, you should never play. He doesn't play again because Ray Rice doesn't have the stuff he used to do. Or he didn't have the the ability like he does, where somebody would have picked him up by now. Adrian Peterson, again, I don't know why people aren't giving him the same crap, because he kind of did the same thing a little bit in the way of hitting his son. Whether it was how he grew up or not, he hit his son, okay? So that should be reprimanded. So why isn't Adrian Peterson, out of the league or a longer suspension? I don't know. I mean, it's just the way it is. Again, my point, and I don't want to get on a rant. She went on a rant and went all over the place, which got me to make this tape. She got all over the place where in the beginning where, domestic violence, this and that, and then at the end said pretty much that he shouldn't play in the league. So she was all over the place. In any sense, the Sports Box and my stance on this whole thing is Greg Hardy is a scumbag for what he did. Okay? Whether he cleans up his act now or not is up to him. But for what the league reprimanded him for, the courts reprimanded him for, eventually, folks, you got to move on. Look at Michael Vick. Look at that whole thing. He's been in the league for how many years now since that whole dog thing happened? Okay? Obviously, people have forgiven him, letting it slide a little bit. Just relax with the Greg Hardy thing anymore. We saw the pictures. Again, you don't need to see the pictures to see what happened. I think Greg Hardy should let him play out the year, see what happens after that. If he plays well, hey, why shouldn't you sign him? Why shouldn't you sign this guy? Is it that horrible of an event? And it is horrible. I shouldn't say it like that. It is a horrible event, but again, I think you give the guy a second chance for what he did. If he really wants to clean up his act, and she didn't want to press charges to the full extent, to the point where he would get jail time, well, you know what? That's Greg Hardy's lifestyle. But in any sense, I think that the Greg Hardy thing should slow down a little bit. People should stop getting worked up about the whole thing. Let it play out the year. See what happens. He might not get signed again by Dallas. Hey, Tampa Bay, my Buccaneers, and Dallas were bidding on him to play. Good player. Just an idiot. Well, that's all the time we have for the Sports Box today. Just a quick, maybe a little longer than expected, but just a little rant about Greg Hardy and my opinion about it. People want to write in. You want to rip me? You want to call me out on it? You're more than welcome to write in on the comments. I'll have it on the next show for you. Absolutely no problem. All right? That's it for the Sports Box, where the only opinion that matters right here. Enjoy the games today. Take care. Peace out. See you next time.